So were you there when Diddy met Biggie for the first time?
No.
No. Do you remember when you met Biggie for the first time?
Yes.
What was that like?
I reached my hand out to say what's up to him, and he said, "I know who you are. I used to watch you on Video Music Box." And it blew
Wow.
my mind. It blew my mind. I'm from the same hood. I knew some of his OGs, so I'm from Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn, so it was. I was also another natural fit when I told him who I know and who he knew. It was like, "Oh man, you real?" And again, he used to watch me on television. You know what I mean? I was on Video Music Box in New York all the time. You know what I mean? So
And did you meet
that
him
was
like
that.
at the studio, or was
Yeah,
this
at the
like just on the
studio.
street? Oh, okay.
No,
So
at the studio. Yeah, I met
so
him
he
at the
was
first
just
house.
signed already at that time.
Yeah.
How much was Tupac around Bad Boy before the beef?
I don't know. Like I said, though, that era of 93 to 94, 95, that era when Pac was around, I wasn't really around as much. I wasn't until 96, 97 because I was working.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw Pac every blue moon around, but Pac had his own movement going on. He was already a star, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really rolling all the time. Like every time he came, he was with Big. It wasn't like that, but when they were together, they were together. It wasn't a lot of fanfare. It wasn't a lot of hundreds of us rolling. So I wasn't really around, and I didn't really see him around as much as people think that he was around. You know what I mean?
So by the time that you came around, was like really the beef started to take off pretty much more so.
No. I mean, I was around when it was good, but meaning I was at the studios when they would be there once or twice, but it wasn't like Pac was rolling with us every day, 7, 8, 9 months a year. He
Right.
disappeared, and then if he came back in town, only Biggie and his crew would roll with him. It wasn't a big, let's all roll with Pac. It wasn't. It wasn't that. This is New York City we talking about.
Yeah.
It's so much stardom there that it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that.
What do you think about the rumors that at one point, I guess Tupac was supposed to sign with Bad Boy? Did you ever hear that?
Clueless about that.
Okay.
Again, all of that talk and all that stuff. Unfortunately, I wasn't in those rooms yet.
Mm-hmm.
I got in those rooms later, but I wasn't in those rooms yet. I was still on the outside, around. I'm a boy, but I didn't do anything on Ready to Die. I didn't do anything on Craig Mack. I didn't do anything on those albums. I wasn't involved with those. I was just around to know stories, but I wasn't in the executive rooms yet.
What was your relationship like with Biggie? Were you guys really close at one point?
For me, we were close, definitely. I mean, unfortunately, we can't get where he was, but that dude showed me so much love, and C's and Gutter and D-Rock and Banger and all them dudes, and Jacob York and Un and all them. They always told me Big had so much love. It's crazy because just today I was talking about Buck Wild, the producer. Shout out to Buck, one of my baby bros who I love. He said that he told me a story that when he went to Brooklyn one time, that he played some beats for Big, and Big was like, I like him, but go to the studio, play it for Derek, see what he thinks.
Wow.
Because he told Buck, I like your beats, but I need something I can write to. I can't rhyme to him. And Buck didn't know, so he came to me and I explained to Buck, and Buck went back, and next thing you know, I'm not saying I'm the cause of it, but I gave him a little advice on what the bop was and what we were looking for and what Big was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So yes, me and Big, I think we had one of the craziest producer, A&R artist relationships. It was, we've been to each other's cribs type of thing. We traveled together. You know what I mean? So that's something you can't. I cherish that forever, basically.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Did you ever have any conversations with Big about the situation with Pac, like how he felt about how the friendship had fallen apart?
Oh yeah. Everybody was confused. Everybody was confused. He was confused. He didn't understand. So just we didn't understand. Because at that time, sensationalism wasn't really the main thing that you were trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was new to us to that level. So just like me, everybody, we were just a little confused about what was happening on that side. So that's my conversation. But again, who I am is I mind my business, so I don't really speak unless I'm spoken to. So I didn't really ask
Mm-hmm.
because it's none of my business. But if I was in the room, I would hear things, and One major thing that I heard was confusion. We just didn't understand what we were seeing and hearing.